2. Ooh, this is part 2. Welcome. I still have to make a doorway. That's right. Oh, and I just got in the mail. I don't have it up here with me, so I'm not going to show you that one. But let me show you this. I just got some BTS merch in the mail. So this one, I don't know if you can see that clearly, but it says RM. I don't know. It's like an RM bracelet. So it says RM BTS, and it has like his signature. So I love that so much, and it looks like my signature because my signature is just scribbles. Honestly, I don't know how people have signatures. I don't know why I wasn't wearing this either. And then I also got in the mail, I got a long sleeve shirt, which I should have worn, but I like this color shirt, so I didn't want to. I wanted to just wear this one. And it's from, it has like the art of their latest album on it, I guess. I don't know, but it looks really cool. And it says Rap Monster on the back. Like, I love all of them so much. But I guess Namjoon is my favorite. Like, I don't want to say I have a bias, because I feel like that's weird. Like, imagine you had this giant friend group, and this person, like, was kind of all of your friends, but wasn't really. But they said that, like, they they started ranking you by, like, how much they liked you guys. Like, I feel like that's just weird and awkward, and so I don't like doing that. But my ultimate goal is to get as many, like, I want hoodies and sweatshirts and shirts of just, like, all of their names on it, like, on the back. Like, you know that whole, like, merch line of, like, it has their name and then the number on it, like a kind of like sports team kind of thing. I want one of those for every one of them. So I need 7. So it's going to take me a while because my wallet's not ready. She's not ready at all for that. I need that second job before I can do that. I realized that I actually do like my job. The other day when I was complaining about my job, I was being a little whiny. You know, just a little whiny, just a little complainy. But I actually do enjoy my job. Like, it's on the weekends especially is when I like my job the most. Like, it's very fast paced, and I like that. Like, it's very fast paced. Like, you have to be on top of what you're doing. You have to like make stuff like real quick, and I like that. I enjoy that, and I didn't think at first that stressed me out like a lot. Like a lot, right? But now I've found that I really enjoy that, actually. Which surprised me when I came to that realization, too. And it kind of makes me want to almost, like, be a cook or a chef or something, like, in a fast-paced kitchen. But now that requires me going to culinary school. Like, I don't hate making the food, either, but I don't think I'd want to, like, specifically go to school. Like, my heart isn't in it to make food, you know? Like, that's not what I want to do. But I enjoy that fast environment and how quick the time passes, too. Like, I really like that. Oh, and I have an update. So this is, like, part 3 of this video. But I have an update of, from part 1, I was basically, if you haven't seen it, or if you did, I'll just remind you what I was talking about. I was talking about procrastinating about my math homework, and that I had a math unit test coming up, right? So, update on that is that Saturday morning, my homework was due Saturday, right? And there was a unit test that was supposed to be due Sunday night. And, so I went Saturday morning, I went on the computer. I was like, let me just do this homework, let me get it out of the way. This was before I went to work. I was gonna have a super long shift at work, and I already knew, like a 9-hour shift, which is like, okay, I'll talk about that later, but, like, so I went onto the computer, and, I went onto the thing where I was gonna do the homework, and it tells me that unit test is due that night. Not Sunday night, Saturday night. So thank the heavens I went there to go do that math homework, because I did the unit test instead. Like, I would not have had any time. If I had checked in there, like, later, like, I went to work from 1 to, like, 11 o'clock. That would have given me only an hour to do that test, which would have been very, very stressful. So I ended up, okay, so I did that unit test, and I got a 70, which is like, you know what? No, I'll take it. I'll take it for now. I do need to get higher grades on this course, like a higher end grade, because I need my GPA to go way up. Like, really, I need it to go up. So, I'm going to have to do better on that in the future. But I also hadn't done the homework for, before. I was supposed to do that homework before that test. Like, it didn't really matter what order, because they were both due Saturday night. But I should have done that homework before that test, because those homework concepts were on that test. And, as I've told you before, I learn through my homework. Because, like, the videos that they show me to, like, actually learn the subjects are, like, BS. So, I learned through my homework, and I didn't do that homework before that unit test. So, the last few questions, I was like, what am I doing? I was like, what is going on? What am I supposed to do at all? So, I really just took a shot on all of those ones. Some of them I got okay, but, like, other ones I was like... And then I started to do the homework, but by then... I had spent like 2 hours on the test, I think, and it was like maybe an hour before I had to go to work, or like half an hour. So I really was just crunched for time, and I went into that homework and I just did as much as I could, like as much as I could, like bang out really quick to just get some points, like to rather than a 0. And I got a really bad score on that, but at least it wasn't a 0. I think I got like a 30 or something out of 100. But you know what? I'm proud that I tried, and I'm proud that it's not a 0, so I will take it. It's a learning experience. I just have to do the homework before then in the future. And you know what? I'm actually going to start the homework tomorrow. I'm going to give myself 2 days to do the homework, because I know it takes a long time. So that's what I'm going to do. And we also have another unit test coming up, and I feel like a lot of people didn't do that well on the first unit test. Which makes sense if they're all doing the same thing I am by learning through the homework. And I say that because the teacher, like, after everyone had finished their first unit test, the teacher posted a ton of review material for the second unit test, and we didn't get any review material at first for the first one. So I feel like a lot of people did bad, and he was like, is this me? He's like, because, you know, if the whole class is failing, it's the teacher. So the teacher's probably just like, eey, I should probably post some things in there to help them out a little bit. And, so I have to write, this week I basically have to write, like, a brochure kind of thing for my English class. There was a few different topics you could talk about. Like, you could talk about an issue in your community. Like, we're doing essays on writing to inform. So, you could talk about an issue in your community, or you could talk about, there was one other topic, I don't remember what it was, or you could talk about a volunteer organization in your community and basically make a brochure for them, which, at first when I read that, I was like, who's gonna pick that one? And then I was like, I'm gonna pick that one, because I don't know how I forgot about it, but Leaders Club, which I made a video about, I was part of that club, which is a volunteer club, for like such a long time. And I could totally write about them, my leaders. I love them so much. But I don't know, like, it's been so long since I've been there that I was like, immediately I was like, who's gonna do that? That's like, wow, am I serious? Like, me, I'm gonna do that. My God. Oh, interesting. I feel like I'm learning a little bit about architecture. Forget I said architecture. Architecture. I feel like I'm learning a little bit about architecture. Because if I put enough weight here, I don't have to have supports over here for this guy. And I could do the same on that side. Nice. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Because I'm not going to stand this up anyway. Like, I'm going to glue this together. I don't think I'm ready to use the hot glue gun right now, though. Oh, and I'm gonna make a doorway next. That's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be a big door, but that's okay. And the reason, so I was inspired to do it this way, because I was talking about my old person hobby last video, or 2 videos ago, and my old person hobby is gonna be like miniature, like model stuff, you know, like dioramas. And this can be my first one. Or, you know, this could just be like a first house that I make or something. I really want it to turn out well. I really do. And I hope it does. I watched this one girl on YouTube. She made this entire like boxed house set thing. And like, it was, I only looked this up because I bought this thing for my sister. And I wanted to make sure that my sister had, like, online instructions that she could look at, because the handheld instructions were, like, Japanese. So I wanted to make sure there's, like, a video that she could watch to actually, like, put the house together in case she got lost. And it was, like, this boxed, like, thing. It had all the walls. You had to put them together. And it had this, like, tiny little, like, curtains and, like, little tables and stuff like that. And my sister really enjoys that stuff, too. So that's why, I got that for her. And this girl, like, she took one of these sets and she made it, like, haunted house themed, and it looked so awesome. I was so impressed. Like, she painted it like a musty, like, green color or whatever, and she made the light, like, blink on and off, and, like, she just did so much with it, and she didn't have to change that much, but she changed just enough to make it look perfectly like a mini haunted house, and I loved it so much! And I really want to make one of those sets one day. And Shane Dawson just released his latest video on his Jake Paul series. This is part 4. Part 4. Did I miss part 3? But he just released part 4. And I just started watching it, but then I realized I wanted to make a video, so I stopped watching it. But it looks interesting. And doesn't Nick Crompton's house totally look like the new Team 10 house? Right? Like, that's not just me, right? Because that girl was like, oh yeah, like, he lives here, but, like, so do a bunch of other influencers. And I was like, this is Team 10. Like, this is literally Team 10. And it makes sense. Like, he started the first Team 10 house. Like, why not have more? Like, honestly, YouTubers living together sounds like a really good show that I'd want to watch. So this is what we've got so far, folks. I still have to build, like, the second level, but this is how big it's gonna be, like, you know? So I still have to hot glue everything together. Like, I didn't actually, like, as you can see, I didn't actually put anything together. So that'll probably be the next part. I'm actually gonna start doing that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. These videos are always just going to be, like, popsicle stick videos are always just going to be, like, me talking about random stuff. I mean, like, I guess all my videos are, but this is, like, a place where I can actually just, like, not have a set topic all the time, you know, like, I will sometimes, but not all the time. So, I hope you enjoy this as much as I do, and we'll get to the end product of this house together, and I'm excited to see that happen.